Hey everyone, I hope you're enjoying your weekend and a happy Father's Day to our dads. Lots of downloads lately. How about you? Be sure you jot them down as soon as you can, even if it's not making sense to you right then. When you go back later and read it, sometimes it makes perfect sense then. So I was channeling the following from Archangel Michael here recently. It might have been last week, and then he added more to it, so I want to share it with you today. Here he goes. The devil's energies have overtaken many a human body that operated with recklessness and very low vibrations. There are many causes for this, too many to name. But an example could include that some of these people may have been promiscuous and possibly highly egotistical as well. These are ones who are deep into their own ego, the ones who crave attention and praise from others. These braggart types are very easily influenced as a rule. I'm burning some myrrh incense and I guess it's getting to me. Anyway, back to Archangel Michael. And because of this, the devil energies, which materialize as little demonic dark gray and black entities, a visual for you would be to think of gargoyle statues. They prey on this type of low vibrational person. Those people are very easy for the devil's energy to attach itself to. And once attached to this person, they gradually take over the personality and set about destroying any sense of integrity or honesty or even honor that the person might have still had, even if in small amounts. You see, the host person may start to smell badly as well to you. Their features look darker and their demeanor is often angry. They enjoy cruel thoughts, malicious, cruel thoughts, and they usually have an addiction or two or three. The tiniest bit of light hurts that demonic attachment, so they make relatively short work of overtaking the person entirely. If you knew the person before, you wouldn't know the person after a demonic attachment. The devil's energies are always shopping for more human opportunities. This is why it is crucial that you work all maintaining high values and self-discipline to keep yourself from engaging with persons who attract devil energies. If you are a promiscuous person, it's very important that at the very least to not make eye contact during sex. The stranger you may be having relations with may have been with low vibrational people before you and picked up a demonic attachment. You don't know. It's more likely than not that they have recently picked up an STD, a spiritually transmitted demon, as you call it, as well as the sexual disease. Once the demonic has destroyed the basically good and decent attributes of their host, they'll crave someone new to corrupt. They go back and forth at will. If one person has taken to smoking and drinking in excess, the demonic will enjoy that too for a bit and go back and forth from host body to host body, depending on what they're craving at any given time. The devil energies have millions of human hosts. Prayer works. Why do you think we have so many prayers? Lighting white candles, prayer, supplications to the divine, some occasional fasting if you can, maintaining a healthy, harmonious lifestyle, and having appropriate spirituality in your core being, like the Ten Commandments. You could know a powerful psalm, the Golden Rule, or the Lord's Prayer. Any and all of these are normal spiritual virtues that you possibly already retain. You don't need anything besides some of these ancient rules or prayers and decency combined with common sense in order to operate within the rules of society and therefore stay relatively high vibrational. There has been big success with energies geared now towards higher thinking and spirituality. This is needed to tackle the last of the dark forces of Earth. As the galactics and our own alliance are busy with installing new systems here in preparation for your ascent along with Earth's into 4D and 5D next year, you'll discover that the plan or God's plan is common sense. Major changes and expansions are long overdue, and you'll thrill with the introduction of these changes. There is slated to be a major public broadcast where everybody will learn about all of what is going on in this respect. We aren't going to give the exact date for which this broadcast begins. We will say that it will involve 7 rolling videos over at least a couple of days. Dear ones, guard your energies. Ree never believed in the devil until she began working with me, Michael. The devil has a palace in Antarctica. You may remember reading about the large number of high-profile politicians and other big names to you fly down there. You were wondering what that was all about. They have rituals and orgies and sacrifices to appease the devil and manifest more for themselves. Satanic worship is widespread on earth. We angels stress to you again and again, stay high vibing. Moderation is key. An appropriate amount of spirituality and basic kindness, basic decency towards others should keep you safe. The devil's energies cannot attach to you unless you allow it. If you're with someone of low vibration and having sex with eye contact, and your guard is weak due to being drunk at the same time, then to the demonic entity, that's your sign of approval that it may enter into your body and begin the takeover. So high vibrationals, you'll soon see that there is nothing to fear anymore. I am with you. If you call upon me, I will protect you. Be vigilant, be wise, and send pure positive white light energies to each other, to Earth, and all the animals. I am Archangel Michael. Viewers, we ask that you share this video in order to help it reach whoever needs to hear it. We also send mass prayers to the people and animals in the flooded areas. Dear God, rescue all who need it. Release and relieve them all of suffering. Amen. As the energies of the pure white light intensify here while they are streaming in daily, you may find that you get downloads. These are new thoughts that just appear, but are in the form of brand new knowledge to you. It's like, where did that come from? Wow, how cool. When this happens to you, you must write it down so you won't forget any part of it. The same thing with the signs you'll be seeing, like repeating numbers or images appearing in things or feathers and coins and such. Write it down, take a photo, and just say thanks, God or angels. And then they'll send you more and more of these messages. When you acknowledge them, the more they want to share with you, and they do. One type of download could happen when you least expect it, and you get a sudden epiphany. Suddenly, something is starting to make more sense to you. Like you may be in a meditative state when all of a sudden you get shown another big new wow, and then another and on it goes. Just be sure you make note of them right away. It's like if you were to think of a video game where your character is happily traversing through their world, and they're enjoying their walk and all is good. It's going well for them, just tra-la-la, and engaging in great new things or meeting all kinds of people and just doing their thing. When all of a sudden a threat pops up off the ground in the form of a gray obstacle with great big ugly yellow sharp teeth or something like that. And that threat wants to stop you from moving along and basically kill off your character. But in order to continue on in the game, you have to go through certain steps to topple that evil entity. And you do, and then you keep skipping along, and with each time that you go through those nasty types who suddenly flip up at you, you gain some type of superpower. And so it goes on, getting more fun as you level up and enjoy each new ability that you're granted for being strong and overcoming whatever looms up on your path. And suppose that each of the new abilities enable you to see more of the world and uncover more of some kind of hidden truths or secrets. And these enable you to advance to the next level, where the main objective of the game is to reach a utopian place, and then you win. Everyone gets to do their calling and be full of joy and love and bliss. Nice. So suppose that with every 10 heroic feats, your character gets rewarded with some brand new mega downloads and never before seen type of vision that's required to reach the goal. It's a possibility. Well, that's like what we've just gone through. If you've been leading a simple type of spiritual existence where you're kind and you have compassion in your heart, the basic Christ teachings, the do unto others golden rule or the 10 Commandments, then you're becoming awakened. This means that you've been seeing or experiencing what many people call ascension symptoms. For a lot of people, it may be erratic sleep schedules, or sometimes nausea, a change in food or beverage taste, just various things. But none of them overwhelming or long-lasting. I can testify to that. And that was many months ago that I did go through ascension symptoms. Many months ago, maybe even over a few years ago. Some people are dealing with major ego deaths, at least those who still have their core soul intact and have not been hijacked by demonic. For people going through extremely emotional feelings, those who are dealing with past traumas and facing their fears head on, just know that this too shall pass. I went through it too, dark night of the soul. You'll be feeling better than ever very soon. For each person, it's different. It could last one night, or it could last for several weeks. But it is necessary, and congratulations to you. Other ha-ha moments can be when you might hear a word or a phrase that suddenly triggers a huge download. This is quite frequent. You may also experience deja vu or maybe vivid dreams where you're in an environment that shows you another fragment of the puzzle or a glimpse of future events in your life. And those are fun. Keep a notepad handy because this will happen to you very often after you have done the work we just mentioned. Archangel Michael says that they want everyone to advance and grow. In fact, our higher self wants us to advance. It's the natural order, it's divine order to advance and grow. And when you stop and just think of it, we're nearly at the threshold of a spectacular gate. Think of it. This is the only time in history that humans and animals ascend into a higher density without the death process needing to happen first. It's totally unprecedented. And this is why so many benevolent galactics or benevolent ETs, whichever you prefer, from all over creation are watching Earth at this time. Your soul signed up to be here during this time. You're here to help reassure others because you're here to make the world a better place in some way. It can be through examples, whether the examples are good or bad. It also could be that you teach love and forgiveness. It can be that you are a good rescue person, or whatever the case for you. You truly are here for this lifetime. Archangel Michael says to keep forgiving and staying in grace, the frequency of love. You may teach others how to separate illusions from truth. In the not very distant future, you'll be helping people adjust to their sharper new intuitive abilities. Your mission is with the divine, and you're tapped into Source. This is what makes you a light worker and an earth angel. Karmic justice is being served up to all who practice dark magic in order to hurt innocents, whether the innocents include man or beast. Everything they project out to others is coming right back to them, as this is taking place right now and will take place for as long as they've done those rituals. If they've been doing it for years, they in turn will be suffering for years. Heaven keeps track of each and every word and energy they've used against others. So if this reading has helped you, please let me know by liking and subscribing if you haven't already to help this channel grow. We also love your comments. We'll be back midweek with angel card readings. Always remember, you shine and nothing can dim your light. Namaste, Adonai, El Shaddai.